Former welterweight champion Kamaru Usman says that the Khamzat Chimaev fight is what makes sense next. I'm number 1 in the world in that division. Who's number 2? Colby is 2, they're gonna fight, and 3 is Khamzat Chimaev. So I think a fight with myself and Khamzat, boom. What's the biggest, funnest, most intense fight that really makes me feel excited? That's the fight right there. If he wants a shot at the welterweight strap, you kinda have to give a little bit and say, hey, I can get down here. So if he's able to do it, yeah, potentially. And if he's up a weight, yeah, potentially as well. That is the number 1 fight, the biggest one out there. That makes sense. That's a pay-per-view in itself. And Mike Perry defeated former middleweight champion Luke Rockhold over the weekend at Bare Knuckle FC. But the bigger headline is that Conor McGregor made an appearance and entered the ring after the fight to face off with Perry. On the Weigh In podcast, Josh and John predict Conor McGregor's chances if he was to step inside the Bare Knuckle arena.
Well, I'm being honest when I say this. I think he'd be great at it. I think he does have the right mentality. The fact that he can't be taken down also, he's got great freaking range and distance control. He goes to the body. Yeah, his kicks, help him in MMA, but I think he'd actually be really good at it.
Yeah, what he has is that very wide stance to keep his range and his distance, like you were saying. But what he also has is he's got big power and he's very accurate.
Yep.
So he can normally, and his footwork would play a big factor, but he hasn't in his last 3 or 4 fights. He hasn't moved like that since the Eddie fight.
And you take a look, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. What has been the difference for Conor is now people are attacking his lead leg, and Dustin went after his lead leg and kept on taking it away. Can't happen here.
No, I get it. He's gonna. I think
he'd be really successful.
He's gonna have to use that movement though. I mean, he's going to have the wider stance, use the movement to bounce back in his step, and I just don't know if he has that anymore. That takes years and years to build it back up, to judge that distance, to move that body like the way he used to against Eddie, and like he did against Eddie. Yeah. That's what that is. That's a buildup of staying consistent in MMA and constantly getting better every single fight. Staying focused and the activity of, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move here. I'm going to move there. He's gotten away from that. That's not who he is anymore. You're going to see more of a flat-footed fighter, and I don't know if that's going to benefit him in bare knuckle boxing. He'll have to be flat-foot. I get it. I understand. I think we're still living in the Eddie Alvarez, Conor McGregor, Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor era, thinking like that'd be great. He'd be fantastic if that was him. That's not him anymore. So I would love to see it. It'll never happen, but I would love to see it.
And one of the greatest of all time in Demetrious Johnson reveals that his next fight could very well be his last.
And it might be the last fight ever for Demetrious Johnson.
And it could be my black ass last fight forever. We'll see. Like I said, 36, man, you can't do this forever. So, when I look at my other counterparts, when I look at Habib, when I look at GSP, they walked away from the sport. They could have kept on fighting, and that's the thing too. Like, doesn't have to be on top. Like, I'm at a point in my career where I'm satisfied. Like, I can truly say, like, I'm truly satisfied. I still train my ass off. I still fight. I'm still good. I mean, there just has come point in time where you just got to think about that. So, and everybody's like, oh man, you think? I was like, you come watch me train. You can dictate that, right? Like, I always love when people are like, oh man, you have one foot out door. And I was like, there's something wrong with that.
And after defeating Chad Mendes at Bare Knuckle FC, Eddie Alvarez is hoping for a Nate Diaz mega fight under the Bare Knuckle rule set. Dude, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but I think me and Nate Diaz in this would be like amazing. But he doesn't want to fight me. I'm convinced, and I have no idea why. I have no clue why, but he will not fight me. And I'm like, maybe this, because I won't take him down and beat him up. He's always concerned about wrestlers taking him down. He thinks that's cheating in a fight, if you take him down or kick him. So like this is bare knuckle. This is all we're doing. I think me and Nate would be beautiful. Just bring me a big fight that fans are excited about.
Who cares if we're famous? Cause the stars already know what our name is. And it's starting to align. We'll be lighting up the night.